Hello, I'm the Godless Engineer, and welcome to the stand up tonight. Tonight, we're really going to just be talking about sex, but in multiple different facets. We're going to be mainly discussing the porn company that has restricted access. From the North Carolina users. And it's not just accounts or anything like that, it's the literal IP addresses that trace back to North Carolina. They are blocking those sites. But first, let's talk a little bit on the subject of sex and religion and Christianity and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you joined me last week, we talked about the transphobic nature of some of these laws that are being passed that are geared towards prohibiting the transgender community from using the appropriate bathrooms, because apparently that's the door that was waiting to be opened for pedophiles to get into the bathrooms and start molesting kids and doing all kind of crazy, gay stuff. Apparently that's it. While there has never been shown to be actual pedophiles or transgendered people to go into these bathrooms and actually molest kids under the guise of, oh, hey, look, I'm a transgendered person, I'm coming in here to fuck kids, kind of deal. There have been a few religious conservative politicians that have been known to visit restrooms and commit, lewd acts and whatnot. This little slimy fucker right here is one particular person. He is Larry Craig. He's a politician, religious conservative, of course. And what Larry here did was he was visiting a men's room and he showed his member to an undercover police officer, expecting some kind of gay sex exchange or something like that. There's one. And let's see, another one is John Henson. This was a little bit more dated in his controversy. Apparently, he exposed himself to an undercover police officer in a bathroom, in the expectation of like gay sex kind of deal. And so that's two already. That's two. Let's see. We got two religious conservative politicians versus no transgendered people that have been to the bathroom under the guise of being transgendered and wanting gay sex, either with an adult or with a child. So far, there's zero. Finally, and this one's I guess a little bit more recent than John Henson, but this is Bob Allen. He's a Florida religious conservative politician who was actively against marriage equality and transgendered rights and all this other stuff. Well, apparently he had some run-ins with police officers in the bathrooms as well. So what it really seems like to me is that maybe instead of being worried about transgender people being in the correct bathrooms, because who wants to pee or take a shit in front of the opposite sex, unless you're married to them, of course, I guess. But maybe we should be worried about the politicians we let in there, or as we've come to find out, even even wrestling teachers are at fault of looking for gay sex with underage students. If you haven't heard, the former House Speaker of the House, he was recently indicted on bank charges. Yeah, apparently he shuffled around his money just a little bit wrong. And in so doing, they found out that apparently he was paying hush money to victims that he victimized while he was a high school coach at a high school wrestling coach at the high school that he taught at before becoming a politically charged person running for office and whatnot. Apparently, he loved to fondle kids. He would rub their genitals, molest them in general, and but he was paying hush money to them so that they wouldn't say a thing. And the only reason why it was found out was because he had suspicious bank habits. and he's not actually going to any kind of court, or he's not going to jail or anything like that, because of his um because of his transgressions against underage kids. That's not why he's been going to jail. He's going to jail because of bank shit, not the actual reason why he should be in jail, which I think is a little bit deplorable. But so maybe instead of worrying about homosexuals, transgender people, climbing in your window, snatching your children up, maybe instead of that, you should be really a bit more worried about your politicians, about your teachers, and just about those kind of people in general. Because I can guarantee you there's a whole lot more than 3 teachers that have been brought up on sexual crime charges against underage students. Maybe you should be focusing on your kid's teacher, because you know what? Most of the time, the people that molest kids, that victimize kids, are going to be people that know them, like either intimately or anything like that. They're gonna be people that know them. And that's going to be most of the time. Now, it's not all the time. Of course, there are instances where strangers will come about and they will try to hijack your kids. I know in my own local area there was a kid himself. I believe he was under 18. But he was trying to lure like a 5-year-old girl into a bathroom. But that was luring the 5-year-old girl in there, and people stopped that shit quick. And it's not like he was luring the girl into the fucking women's restroom. No, he was trying to lure the little girl into the boys' restroom. So I find all of this weird, I guess, hate towards the transgender community among the religious conservatives, to be a little bit, I guess, projectiony. Maybe they're projecting onto the transgender community what they're afraid of inside their own community, and I mean, I think that their own porn viewing habits, um, I think that their own porn viewing habits can actually shed a little bit of light on this. And that kind of leads us into our main topic of tonight and what we will go out on, and that is X Hamster. I don't know if you've ever been to that site. I haven't really. Normally, I just go to 4chan. I look at the appropriate stuff. But um, X Hamster is apparently, if you're in North Carolina and you go to X Hamster, what you will see is just a blank screen, a blank black screen, and that's all you will see, because X Hamster is taking a stand against the recent ordinance that was passed, or bill, whatever, where you can't make anti-discriminatory laws in the state, and basically business owners can freely go out and fucking discriminate against gay, transgender, anybody that doesn't hold to their own religious beliefs. They can discriminate against them, which is kind of odd considering how fractured the Christian community is on, what is a sin, what isn't a sin, what's acceptable, what isn't acceptable. So, I mean, you're going to have a lot of varying different places that have different kind of outlooks on it. But now let's talk about their porn viewing habits first. As you can tell from this map, in North Carolina, it's not point of view, MILF porn. Apparently, they like to get their rocks off on MILF porn. There's several studies out there that claim the exact same thing. Let's see, this particular study, if you can actually look and see in the, let me see if I can actually get the North Carolina section pulled up here. Let's see. North Carolina spends about 10 minutes watching porn. I don't know. I don't ever seem to last that long. I mean, I don't sit there and actually watch for the content. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. There's all that. There's also this map. So there's a lot of, this is even Pornhub that's confirming the whole MILF thing. So it's just kind of odd how the Bible Belt, the some of the most religious states out there are actually the ones that are the ones that are going to the porn sites the most, watching them for longer and whatnot. And I just would like to say, hey, everybody, for joining. Thank you for joining me. Cataclysmic Delta, Main Gun, The Default, Gaming Jesus. Love all you guys. If you haven't commented in the live chat, please do so now so that I can give you a little bit of shout out, say hi to you. I love talking with you guys, spending this amount of time with you before I go and I do my game stream. But yeah, we're talking about porn, and specifically porn in North Carolina. Now, in case the main thing is the ex hamster, of course, blocking all of them. But more importantly is the infatuation of the religious community with porn. And it really does come from a place of repression and I guess maybe projection. There's a lot of there's even some politicians, I can't remember the politician's name, but he was said to frequent a very discreet porn site that was just gay.com. I know in the government you pretty much have to surf porn for 3 days in order to get fired from that shit. So I mean there's that. But yeah, so it really does strike me as odd for the Bible Belt, like for them to pass such a thing, and then I guess maybe be surprised when stuff like this happens, because a lot of Christians out there right now, they're really surprised that big companies are taking a stand against what North Carolina, what Mississippi are doing. If you don't know, Mississippi, they passed a recent law, and they basically, they basically have been getting people like government or city employees have been stopped from even traveling to Mississippi. Which, what I have to say is, who the fuck is going to Mississippi on official city business? Like, I don't see somebody in Washington State being like, you know what, them Mississippians have got a really good structure out there. I think I want to go out there and visit them fuckers. Oh man. But you got Mississippi doing that, and I just think that it's really great. I think that it's fucking awesome that you have companies that are out there that are willing to take a stand against this kind of bigotry, that are willing to take a stand against people that do this kind of shit. Say a statement issued earlier by ex-hamster spokesman Mike Kulik said, "We are appalled by the recent events that have transpired in North Carolina. We have spent the last 50 years fighting for equality for everyone, and these laws are discriminatory, which xhamster.com does not tolerate. As of today, access to xhamster.com is blacked out in the state of North Carolina until further notice. Judging by the stats of what you North Carolinians watch, we feel this punishment is a severe one. We will not stand by and pump revenue into a system that promotes this type of garbage. We respect all sexualities and embrace them." Now, you have to sit here and ask yourself this. Okay, if you guys don't know, normally what sets like the next big format that everybody uses is porn. Like, whatever porn fucking uses, that's what it's going to use. It shows DVD, it shows Blu-ray, and now it's choosing live streaming, or not live streaming, but streaming porn in general. So, it seems like it would be a really, really bad idea for you to pass such laws that wouldn't want, these type of companies in your state that are generating so, because it's highly apparent that in your state, North Carolina, I'm talking directly to you, even though nobody's fucking watching from there. In your state, you have so many people that spend 10 minutes watching porn at a time in one viewing session. So, I mean, I don't see how it's such a good idea to pass these kind of laws. And again, I just would like to stress how awesome it is that they're taking a stand against these kind of people that are taking a stand against the religious community, which the ones that are voting for this are voting for it because they're just like, yeah, fuck porn. I mean, no, don't fuck porn, but, yeah, porn, no porn. But And that's what Christians do. I mean, if you don't remember, Mormons, they had an anti-masturbation thing that went out that compared, a friend that masturbates to a wounded soldier on the field. Personally, I feel that that really degrades the sacrifice that our veterans make, that our military men and women make. I've had the luxury of being able to work alongside other, or not other, but beside Army and Navy and Marines and all this. I've had that pleasure to work beside them. I've had them tell me that the work that I do directly helps them, and they are so glad that there are engineers out there like me that are working to help. Hey there, Kimioko. Um, yeah, I'm glad that you're here. Uh, um, but I don't even know where I was going with the whole military thing. Um, I lost track. But anyways, if you'll go down below, I am playing some of Tom Clancy's Division tonight. If you'd like to go over there, hang out with me. You don't necessarily have to like the gameplay. We're just there to hang out with each other, just for a period of time. While I play, you can ask me questions, any kind of thing like that. And anyways, uh, I will see you guys later. I appreciate everybody, especially Kane. He is a big supporter of mine on Patreon, as well as Main Gun and Ant NB. I'm glad that you're here as well. So I will see you guys later. If you want to come over and join me, the link is down below. I seriously appreciate you guys joining me for these little stand-ups that I do. And I'm sorry if I didn't cover everything that I wanted to tonight, or I seemed a little bit scatterbrained. I was putting this together kind of at the last minute. and MB, I'm working on getting to comments. I haven't really been able to get there, but I'm trying to. So be expecting some replies on your comments there, Ant B. But anyways, Ant NB, I will see you guys later. Y'all take it easy, and yeah, have a good night.